responsible.
Good morning and easy for me to say. Good morning and welcome to MightyOxTrading. Happy Friday. I hope everyone's had a great night, ready for a great day. Markets have had great nights. ES all-time high. Pulling back just a little bit here, but now the low of the day dipped down to 70.75, and the new high, all-time high, 71.02. It's about 27 points in range. And Q not at all-time highs yet, about 300 points away. Low 440, high 569, so about 129 points in range. Oh, good morning, Tris. Sorry, didn't mean to ignore you there. Copper come down some, about 160 ticks in range. The Ultra Bond coming down, about 3/4 of a point in range. Gold, oh wow, gold has spiked up actually. Whoosh. And we have about 14 and 34, about 48 points in range there. Crude oil had a contract roll, and it's actually, this is one of the reasons we're seeing the indices do what they're doing. You see crude all the way down to the 87s. Natural gas rising though, and Bitcoin sitting at 75.5. So that's where we stand there, whatever body posture you're choosing to take today. There you see NQ rising back up. Dow's pulling back a little bit. I actually have a trade on the Dow, and I think I'm going to take it off because I don't like the fact that ES and NQ are still rising while Dow's falling here. And Dow just hit, that came back down to 49,000 exactly. So we're going to take that trade off there, I think. I entered in at 49,011. So Crap, just pulled back on me before I got out. Well, small win. Five ticks, 25 bucks. That's okay. NQ rises, and crude's popping there as well. Everything's kind of popping right now. Glad I got out of that wire trade. When I did, it's popping now as well. No real news to speak. No real news today. Crude oil coming down. Indices still rising. Gold's rising too. See a little bit of a pullback here. I'm kind of interested, I think. It bounced off the 9. Is NQ1 600? Maybe not.
Order filled.
I'm going to try a short here. Two contracts, 5-point stop. Go for 10 points or so. We're not showing. Not showing it there either. What that? Oh, I took it on the wrong account. Okay. We'll fix that here in a minute. You won't see this trade though. Morning, JC. How are you? So in the trade that you don't see at 586 quarter, go for about 575. See if we can get through this 9 EMA on the 1 though. I'm doing all right. Yeah, turn around on me. Hit that 9, turn around. Everybody look what's going round. Oh, baby, what's that sound? Hey, wow, really turned around. Luckily, it's not on all the accounts.
Order filled.
You heard it stop belt. Continuing to rise up. Every tick on ES is a new all-time high. Obviously, Dow and NQ aren't there yet. NQ's not far away, though. I don't think it'll get there today, but it's been a while lately, so maybe? It would need another 350 points. Today is options expiration day as well, so we could have some wonkiness. Q again pulls back a little. I like this setup now. Purple candle there on the 1. We're actually going to go in, if we take this trade, we're going to go in a regular NQ contract just on eval. Kind of feel it out, but right now it's not a good setup anymore. Crude oil continues to drip down. Now it's trying again. Always hard to take a short when you're at all-time high. Well, not all-time highs, but yeses. But when you're at these highs like we are, and it could win another milestone here, but we'll try to short on the NQ there. See if we can just get, nope, it's coming right back. Let's move our small target. Let's just move it up to the 9. Nope, it's going to come right up. Small target there, but it's NQ, so it's like 3 points is like $60. Oh, there we go. I'll take it. Thank you. Give me another signal here in the 3. I should have stayed in the first one maybe, but we'll see. Crude oil showing me a blue candle. Crude coming back down in Q, heading back up toward that 800. Oh, yeah, sorry, 600. Are pulling back a little bit now. Still not trusting it though, so we're staying out. They're all quiet again this morning. Hey, Mr. G. Good to see you. Yeah, I did. I sent you back an email. I said, beautiful view. Those are beautiful pictures. Yeah, those are great. That's a great price for the cage free. I pay a little bit more for just plain old Walmart eggs right now. Big drop there on NQ, so I should have went short. By big, I mean 10 points, but it was looking heavy. Finally coming down. Crude oil pops up a bit. Fortunately, I don't have a Costco close to me, G. I would have to drive, well, have someone drive like over an hour away. With gas prices, I think that means the cost savings wouldn't be there. Wow, popped right back up there to stop me out of a yes trade I tried there. Wow, what the heck happened there? Something just happened. Crude just shot down hard, and NQ and all the other indices just shot up. Oh, there's 600. Holy crap. I do have a Sam's Club, but I looked at the price of their eggs and they weren't much better than my regular Walmart. The U.S. considers $20 billion cash for uranium deal with Iran. That's why the pop and the drop on oil. U.S. and Iran are negotiating over a 3-page plan to end the war, with one element under discussion being that the U.S. will release $20 billion in frozen Iranian funds in return for Iran giving up its stockpile of enriched uranium, according to two U.S. officials and 2 additional sources briefed on the talks. Not really, Gee. I mean, I get my Walmart groceries delivered, but besides that, I mean, that's just from Walmart. And if I mean, every now and then I'll do a Kroger order, and that comes from Instacart. So new high of the day on NQ 625. New all-time high on ES 71.14. Crude bouncing big though. And Q comes back down about 20 points. Yeah, I am G. Gold also burst higher on that news. Yeah, I mean, I get a grocery order every week to 10 days. So the fact that it's free, and if I need something shipped, it's always free. So yeah, it's good. I also get, I think, Paramount Plus if I actually watched anything on TV. I mostly am using a Capital One. I want to say it's MasterCard. They give me 3% cash back. Dow just flying. NQ back up. Wow, Costco doesn't accept MasterCard? That's shocking. I mean, I have Visas. So I have a bunch of cards I don't use. They just use them to prop up my credit utilization. We are just going wild here, guys. Maybe we will hit all-time highs today on NQ. Be interested to see if Discover ends up being accepted by more places now that Capital One's buying them. I don't know if that's sale finalized or not. Oh yeah, I mean, I agree. It probably shouldn't happen. They're a good company to work for, at least. Crude oil trying to grind back up here. Good. Q new high reached 645. Dow up to 152. Pull back about 20. There's a purple on the NQ. 5-minute candle closed, and Q came down to the 9 again, couldn't break it. Oh, wow, I hadn't heard about that. What caused that?
Order filled.
What count did I take that on? Fudge. Big fudge. In long on a crude oil. Long here. Come on, just go. And Q is trickling down. I could have taken that signal, and I kind of missed it because I was looking at crude. I mean, between the Angels and the Yankees, I mean, I would always go against the Yankees. I am a big Mike Trout fan. Well, as a Phillies fan, I hate all the other East Coast teams. I mean, the Yankees have beat the Phillies in the World Series 3 different times. 1915, 1950, and 2009. Took our crude trade off there for 13 ticks. Of course, it pops back up as I take it off. Dow looking a little heavy. And Q continuing to trickle down.
Order filled.
Took another YM short. Keep switching accounts. So for the YM short not working, I got in late. I shouldn't have chased it. About 17 minutes to the top of the hour. Quiet morning here. Mr. G talking. No one else really talking. Looks like Dow wants to bounce again. Maybe. Say, I think I chased it. Maybe not. Come on down, baby. Hey, JJR, how you doing? And Q in the slow trickle down. YM needs to follow, but so far it's not. Why I'm trying again. Oh, well, another bomb, and that stopped me out. All right. That was a big stop, too. Ouch. I didn't realize I might stop up that high. How did I stop up that high? Damn. Son. Waiting for another headline because crude shot down and NQ and all the industries shot up. Hey, John, how you doing? Aragachi on X. In line with the ceasefire in Lebanon, the passage of all commercial vessels through the Strait of Hormuz is to completely open for the remaining period of the ceasefire. So Iran has completely opened the Strait of Hormuz. Not that they really didn't already wasn't open, but you know. That sounds like a perfect life. John? Wow, look at it just flying. NQ's about to touch 700. There's 700. Oil down to 84. Dow up to 49,283. And there's been good news coming out of the war stuff. As for like scheduled news, no, we have nothing. NQ's now about 120 points away from all-time highs. Crude down to 83. Iran's foreign minister Aragachi says passage of all commercial vessels through the Strait of Hormuz is declared completely open for the remaining period of the ceasefire. Also, earlier, the U.S. and Iran are negotiating over a 3-page plan to end the war, with one element under discussion being that U.S. will release $20 billion in frozen Iranian funds in return for Iran giving up its stockpile of enriched uranium. ES new all-time high now 135.25. NQ not quite there yet. Needs 100 and some odd points. Hey, Ron. Gold back up to 48.60. You see a slight pullback there on NQ. I could have grabbed that purple candle, but it's getting hard to take shorts lately.
Connection lost.
You might hear me typing. I'm telling off a prop firm. Can you give me a possible short entry here watching? Hey, trades buy. Crude oil trying to bounce here a little bit. Gold coming down a little bit. Hard to take anything here right now, though, because yeah, it's been a rising. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I want to really look at something over the weekend. It's interesting to me. I did some um uh preliminary work on this last night. Let me just show you what I'm talking about here. Give me a minute. We bring up the chart. So this is the 1 minute chart on NQ. Oop, that's not the 1 minute chart. That's the 1 minute. Oh, we're pulling back here. Do I want it? Oh, crude would have been a nice play. Hold on, give me a minute before I go into that. I'll watch it. Anyway, so I've been telling myself, and it looks like it's true, as long as we're trending. So let's say we got this blue candle here, which honestly should have been a signal in itself. But let's just say any candle that touches the 9, even if it's not blue, should be an entry. So here, this should have been an entry. This should have been an entry. I didn't quite get close. But, you know, coming up, unless there's a blue shade in the background or double bells. So this should have been an entry. And, you know, then coming down. So here, etc. And it seems to work most of the time. So I might be limiting my entries too much, whereas I could have got in this move on this candle here or this candle here, such and such. So this is a nice move back down. Purple candle on the 3. I didn't take the short there. I should have. I'm a little hesitant on shorts right now, which is probably understandable. But I gotta. The market's gonna eventually cool back a little bit, so I should not be as hesitant. Hey, USC. Natural born killer. See, I'm glad I didn't take that short. Hey, CryptoCon, how you doing? That's good, Paul. Oh boy. All right. Shoot, Crypt. Just finish this email I'm firing off since I'm not getting any trades right now. So Goat Funded Futures reached out to me wanting to collaborate and ask people's opinion on it. And I found out they have a 2-minute micro scalping rule. Any trades closed under 2 minutes will not count towards your profit. Just absolutely stupid. So I'm responding to them. Thanks for reaching out. Unfortunately, I cannot partner with Goat Funded Futures at this time. You have a ridiculous 2-minute minimum micro scalping rule, which is the highest in the industry by far. As a scalper myself, 90% of my trades are under that, and most of the people I know and trade with are similar. NQ can literally sometimes give hundreds of dollars in 30 seconds. To expect traders to just sit there and not take that is honestly asking them to not use proper risk management. It seems you guys might be using a rule that maybe works with CFDs, but is horrible for futures. Most firms have no minimum hold time rules. Apex, My Funded Futures, TPT, Topstep. For the ones that do, it's usually 15 seconds, Tradify, or 30 seconds at a maximum. Any firm that has had longer than that just has never gotten any momentum, and they either changed the rules, such as My Funded Futures, who used to have a serious micro scalping rules and changed it and are now my biggest partner, or they just stay very small firms. Wow, that's a big shopping spree. Why don't you got paper or plastic? Oh. We're now less than 100 points away from all-time highs in NQ. We are at all-time highs on ES. Did I miss Ace? He hasn't come in yet. Gold shooting up. Nice work, JJR. Thank you, Crypt. We just broke 800. And I thought today might be a bloodbath. I thought people were going to do profit taking today. Crude is down to 80. I didn't realize Victoria Beckham was my age. Gold back above 4,900. I hate days like this. I feel like I'm missing out, but yet you don't feel comfortable getting in, going with the trend, because where's it going to stop? And you don't feel comfortable hitting the reverse. Yeah, I'm waiting for next hour. I'm waiting for Putin to say he's pulling out of Ukraine. Question is, does it want the all-time high before the open? I gotta look again to see if I think it. I want to say 847, but might be wrong. Let me look. No, where did I get 847? 864 is the all-time high. So it needs about 64 points from here. I don't know if it's going to get that in 15 minutes. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if it wants all-time high after the open. I mean, ES is already at all-time highs. Dow, of course, has a ways to go on its all-time high. Let me look at what Dow's is. Yeah, I don't think the Dow's going to get there. 5916. 50916. That would be crazy. That would require another 1,600 points on the Dow. So it's not going to get there today. That said, the Dow has gained 4,000 points this month. Well, if you include March 31st in this month. Little blue candle there from Pasadena. No, on crude oil. And we have a purple candle on the 3-minute chart on NQ. ATR is 19 on the 1 minute. Grab a headset. Melody should be here shortly. She's going to be like, what the hell? What the hell happened?
Order filled.
Took an eval short on that NQ because I'm unsure about everything right now. That's kind of how I do risk management now. If I'm in a market that if I'm unsure about where things are what things are doing, I'll just go to the evals I still have. And it's bouncing. And not looking good. How about that? I might just get out here because it looks like it's bouncing. I'm already down 15 points. Let's see if it comes down. Huh? Come on, already. There we go. I said 10 minutes till the bell. Has anybody seen Ace? Did I miss Ace? I didn't miss Ace, right? See, it worries me when people aren't here. No text messages. Target hit. Look at that. 21.25 points. There's Ace. Welcome, Ace. I'm getting worried. Oh, no. It's no reason to be sorry. It's, I just worry. So ES, in case you haven't noticed, ACE has made a new all-time high. It's pulled back off of it, but it's made a new all-time high. Reminder, today is options expiration day, so besides the war news, we could see other wonkiness. Two weeks from today, on May 1st, I'm going to do my next overnight stream. We're still missing MR. MR, I think it's been 2 weeks now since we've seen MR. We sent Teo to Israel yesterday. Maybe we could send it to the Netherlands. Although that whole thing about feeding people to the dogs might deter us from checking on them. NQ's still coming down here, so we are coming down into the bell. NQ is now hold on a minute. He's now about 70 points away from its highs. It's already come down that much. Good morning, Melody.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I mean, pretty good. This was a crazy one.
Yes, it has been.
It's always fun on a Friday.
Yeah, two major war headlines. Iran has totally opened up the strait, and the U.S. is working on a deal to get Iran's enriched uranium in exchange for releasing $20 billion in frozen funds.
Okay, then.
So oil has dipped all the way down down to 80. It's popped up a little bit, back up to 81.66. NQ hit a high of 8 easy for me to say, 817, which is about 50 points off its all-time high, but it's pulled back 100 points in the last 15 minutes. ES is at a new all-time high, or hit an new all-time high.
Wild.
Ace, just check your freezer under the ice cream. That's probably where Mrs. Ace has hid your frozen funds.
Oh my God. Okay. I didn't see the comment. And so I thought you were going to say that's where you hid, or that's where you hid Mrs. Ace or something. I don't know. In the freezer.
Gold got back above 4,900. Pulled back now again. As we head toward the bell. Oh, wow. We broke 700. We are coming down fast.
It's a lot of movement pre-bell.
JJR, you're getting your pullback. Wow, USC. That's a good mistake.
2 minutes till the bell.
And I think when we make mistakes like that, it proves to us how much the psychology of trading gets to us, because we can do that and we make these moves when we think there's no pressure and we get these great results. But if that pressure had been on, we wouldn't have gotten those great results. Under pressure, pushing down on me. Naval blockade will remain in full force and effect as it pertains to Iran. Hold on. Only until such time as our transaction with Iran is 100% complete. I love that he just called it a transaction, not a war, not a conflict, a transaction.
He is a businessman first, he says.
So I guess that means Iran will be bankrupt in a couple. I mean,
Yep.
All right, are we ready for the bell and what could be a wild Friday? I have no idea what we're going to do. I thought we were going to have a bloodbath today. We might still end up with a bloodbath. Just because I thought after this week of absolutely wild, straight up, basically, people might profit take. Bouncing up a bell. Platt, the IRG is not, but the Prime Minister, is that what his title is now? Aragachi, I forget what his title is. I think, yeah, Foreign Minister is said about the strafing open. Coming back down.
Seems like it moved more pre-bell than it did at the bell.
Yeah. Kind of muted response. It's popping up a little bit now on the one. That's looking nice, Ace. Or it was until I said it was looking nice, Ace. And it's back up. Or ES is, and Q isn't. A little bit of a divergence there. Ooh, Dow popped big. I would just be shocked, I say, if NQ does not go up and touch its all-time highs.
That would be really frustrating if it did that.
Yes, pulling back again. Get down to 641. Q big overextended on the higher time frames. Let's say bigly. So it's playing with 100 EMA on the 1. Sniffing it out. Trying to decide what wants to go.
Order filled.
Trying along on an NQ on an eval. Hit that 9 EMA and then there we go. Come on. That's me being greedy. I thought it might break it. There we go. Target hit for 13 points. Not being greedy. 72 to 85. Three-minute chart says I should re-enter up to the 9 on the 3, but I'm going to watch it and see if that happens. So imagine I entered here at 686 and I'll say 683, and the target would have been about 707. Right now, it's looking good that I did not. Oh. Crude pulling back. Purple candle. Coming down fast. 25 ticks. Iran's Hormuz announcement doesn't provide clarity, says shipping analyst. Did this pull a random shipping analyst off the street, or what shipping analyst said that?
What is a shipping analyst? I feel like logistics maybe makes more sense. I don't know.
Yeah. Sounds like a very boring job, honestly.
I would think so.
All right, there you go. That NQ trade would have worked if I had taken it. Right to where I said it would go. Actually went further than where I said it would go. Dow pulling back. Having a great trade off the 3-minute chart, and I didn't take it. Like I said, I called it. I did call it. And yeah, that's a good question. I'm not sure where Teo is. Well, remember he was in Israel yesterday, so he might be on his way back in the luggage compartment.
Order filled.
Trying to go short on YM. Oh, good. YM's up there. Here we go. You see my short in at 380, shooting for 342. So far, I've entered YM shorts twice this morning. Both times news announcements came out that just caused a huge spike the other way to knock me out of the trade. So if there's another huge spike, it's my fault for entering this YM trade.
Target filled.
There we go. Target hit there on that YM for 38 ticks. Thank you. Crude oil showing off a blue candle on the 5. We'll watch it. And cue the little blue candle in the 3-minute. We are popping back up. Nope, went away. Seeing anything interesting yet, Melody?
No, I'm just loading up my crude chart to see what that looked like.
Crude
But honestly,
had a contract roll.
that makes sense.
It's 626 now.
Okay. I will update that. Makes a little sense. I don't suppose the roll dropped at $20 back down to 60.
60? No.
No. Hey.
But it was the old contract was still above 90, and when it rolled, it went below 90, and then we've been dropping since. And it's interesting because if you remember when I was on stream yesterday, I was making fun of Blue Sky saying about crude being under 90. Apparently, they must have already had rolled to the new contract, and I didn't even realize because I don't follow the contract rolls for gold and crude. I just notice when TradingView rolls them, so I had no idea.
Well, I kept getting that notification from NinjaTrader that I should roll it, but I never listened to that. So this works.
What happened with what, Platt? Iran military official. Military vessels not allowed to pass Strait of Hormuz. Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu. At Trump's request, we will give an opportunity for an integrated political and military solution of Lebanon. We, together with our friend Trump, changed the face of the Middle East and achieved tremendous accomplishments.
Like, what? You know, I don't know.
So that was a blue candle on crude, but it's coming back down. It touched the 9. It's kind of sitting there. Well, that'll be adding ice, wouldn't it? Just to cool things down. Could add Cuba. I mean, Cuba is small enough. It probably only take a few military helicopters to lift the whole country.
They have so many nice cars there. So, but you know, Trump's not a car guy. I feel like that's probably why he hasn't tried that one yet. Not his main interest. Maybe he's not a cigar guy either.
That's a good point. Yeah, he's one rich guy I've never seen with a cigar.
Yeah. That's kind of weird.
Oh my God, your husband's being attacked by a small tree, USC? You better, go help him with that. Aha, Iran TV. Ships passing through the Hormuz need IRGC coordination. U.S. Commerce Secretary Lutnick. The Strait of Hormuz is open and ships are moving. And there's a pop on crude. I believe. Oh, and wow, 50 points down on that. I assume the needing IRGC coordination. Wish I had taken that blue candle on crude. Wow.
Yeesh.
They didn't even put that in red on financial news. At least not yet.
It's so weird because it's like The strait's open, ships are moving, but not these ships and not these ships. And I don't know what we're going to do 5 days from now, but we're in a ceasefire. It's just, again, headlines
Well,
just being crazy.
Here's another one. Commercial vessels can pass the Strait of Hormuz along a determined route and with permission of the Revolutionary Guards Navy. Now, we've kind of determined that there really is no Navy. I mean, I guess if you have somebody sitting there with the title of Navy Admiral or Navy, whatever they call their top guy, they technically have a Navy. But if you don't have any ships, you really don't have a Navy.
Yeah, that's kind of how that works.
It's kind of like me saying, Ace, you're the general of my army, but we have no troops.
We have no troops. We have no weapons. But you're in charge.
Ace has weapons.
Oh, okay.
And look at that bounce right back up. And Q back above 700 after dipping all the way down to 632. Now, the 1 minute chart did show me a good bounce opportunity, but it's just so hard to trust it right now. I mean, the 1 minute chart there, you see that big, beautiful blue candle, but it was running right into 100 EMA. But I mean, even the RSI was kind of like right in the middle. All right, General Ace, I want you to rally the troops. Get all the arms together. We attack Patrick Wheeland at dawn. Wow, just right back up, crew coming right back down.
Kind of a tight opening range, and we kind of broke down and up, but haven't really sustained either way. But right now I'm looking for longs if we can get above 750 on NQ. Maybe around 7140 on ES.
Blue candle on the 5-minute chart on NQ. So ES gave me one earlier. I should have grabbed that. Over the weekend, my one main goal is to figure out the best possible alert system for the various things I have set up now. I think I got my plans straightened out of my entries, but I just need to figure out the best way to alert.
Do you have your system automated in NinjaTrader, or is that something that's like a little down the road?
It's not. The only thing that's technically automated is I can put a bot on for the blue and purple candles, but the problem with that is it gets caught. It takes them regardless. It doesn't know like when we're
Sure.
chopping. So
Sure, nothing to keep them out of the
right,
bad trades. Just
right.
got it.
Ace, someone in here you're talking about who went to jail? Why am I not remembering that? Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, I know who you mean. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I remember this it's situation, but I don't remember who it is exactly. Now, I know Jay, who isn't here today because apparently he bruised a lung. Um, he is working on further automating my stuff, but the problem is a lot of these firms now are getting more strict about bots too. Like I can't use a bot on TPT. My Funded Futures is okay. Apex says it's okay-ish. Technically, Bolinox says no. So it's like, I'm not sure how much a bot will help me anyway. Because and Topstep is totally out because they don't run on Ninja at all. Now, I guess there is a copier out there that allows you to copy with Project X and everything else, but I don't know about that either. So I hate the idea of adding more software to a connection to, like you're adding so many different things that could possibly fail along the way,
Yep. And it's minimal, but each one adds leg.
Yeah.
So like even, half a second can make or break, your NQ 100-point pops.
Well, I am really flying now. It just hit its high of the day, I believe. And Q just kind of hovering here above 700. Almost the top of the hour. Have a great weekend, Platt. We'll see you Monday. Senior Iranian official. All commercial vessels are allowed to transit the Strait of Hormuz, even United States vessels, excluding Navy ships. $90 on this candle. Will close the 5 and the 15 as we hit the top of the hour. I'm getting a blue candle on crude. We'll watch it, see if it holds. Trump says Israel will not be bombing Lebanon any longer. And there's NQ popping with a blue candle as crude goes back down.
I did hop in an ES long.
You're in an ES long?
Yes, I did.
Excellent. What's your entry?
71.40.75.
Nice.
I'll probably just ride it to 71.50, hoping it gets there because that'd just be a little bit above the highs. And then it could fly after that, but that's what I'm shooting for.
Trump says the Iran deal is in no way subject to Lebanon and no money will exchange hands. Senior Iranian official says transit through Hormuz will be through designated safe lanes, which Iran deems safe for maritime navigation. Gold back above 4,900.
Got another little pump.
Oh, wow. Okay. I don't know how much Israel's going to like this Truth Social post by Trump. The USA will get all nuclear dust created by our great B-2 bombers. No money will exchange hands in any way, shape, or form. This deal is in no way subject to Lebanon either, but the U.S. will separately work with Lebanon and will deal with the Hezbollah situation in an appropriate manner. Israel will not be bombing Lebanon any longer. They are prohibited from doing so by the USA. Enough is enough. Oh, God, Netanyahu can't like that at all.
I can't imagine he does. I mean, I was wondering because Trump was like, they're not doing anything in Lebanon anymore, but Netanyahu had just said they're not going to share if or what they're doing. Which would make sense. In a war, you wouldn't just tell people what you're going to do, but Trump is very authoritative in stating what Israel isn't going to do, which is not really played out for him super well yet. But we'll see.
Could be an interesting weekend again. We might we'll have to watch every news to see how Sunday's going to open.
Right.
I still feel like this is all built on very shaky ground. Yeah, I remember Jason Bond, Ace, and that whole thing. I guess another one we could go after would be Ross Cameron.
Didn't he already get in trouble with the SEC?
Yep.
Yeah.
We're talking about with Ace being a general and us attacking other people. Yeah.
I see.
I believe Ross Cameron had a $1 million fine.
I bet he's having a field day with the pattern day trader.
Yeah,
amount lowering.
He posted a video on it like 15 minutes after the announcement.
Jeez. He already had it queued up for sure. He's just waiting. No, I mean, like, that's a big deal for his followers too, because I think that's kind of the size of account he was doing with all of his offshore stuff. I was never ballsy enough to get an offshore account to trade, but more power to him.
Getting close to your target. I probably should have said that.
No, I've just been watching it. It's taking everything in my being not to move my stop like all the way up. But I did move it to 44 just in case something crazy happens.
Coming
But
down.
we should hit it.
I will say I did watch Ross Cameron when I was first starting to trade, and honestly, you know, what I learned most from Ross wasn't anything about his system or anything, but I just listened to how he streamed it, and honestly, when I first started streaming, it helped me with that, with things he said and how he interacted with you know everything. So in that way, Ross Cameron helped me.
Valid. I mean, he did have a really interesting personality on camera. There we go. I just hit my target.
There we go. Beautiful.
A little over 10. Well, not quite 10 points.
That's 5 families.
Almost. If it keeps going, I mean, were we at 7,100? No. Yeah. I meant I'm at 7,150. Yeah, we're on a course basically for 7,200 on ES. Which would be wild because it's already, I mean, it's got a big range already. We'll see.
A 76-point range today on NQ. I mean on ES. About 375 points on NQ. Dow flying. One of those days you say, well, I should have made thousands of dollars. And yet it's just one of those days where do you feel comfortable actually jumping in?
For real.
And for that matter, even when you're in, where do you feel comfortable continuing to stay in when just the wrong headline could cause it to crash, you know, back down?
Exactly. And as we saw yesterday, with giant volume spikes, orders get tough. Like some orders don't fill. All that does.
Shipping Association BIMCO. Yes, the guy's last name is really BIMCO. Anyway, we're awaiting more details on Iran announcing the Strait of Hormuz opening before we can comment. Didn't he just comment technically? France's president says a meeting in London next week will be held on the issue of Hormuz to ensure the Strait of Hormuz stays open. Senior Iranian official says, without giving a timeline, the unfreezing of Iranian assets has been part of the agreement to open the Strait of Hormuz. back on gold, back under 49.
Yes, seems to be moving a little stronger today than NQ.
Yeah. A little bit of a pullback there on the Dow and on the NQ there. Gold heading down pretty quick right now. No, that was a pretty big, quick pop down. I mean, relatively quick, I guess.
I thought so too. And yeah, I was just looking at the cumulative, oh my gosh, I can't say it. Cumulative volume delta. And it was moving down, like there were a bunch of sellers that came in. But they kind of ate them all up.
And I think I just seen the headline, why. Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu says we have not yet finished the job against Hezbollah. Dismantling Hezbollah will not be achieved tomorrow. Oh no, we just bounced right back up. Interesting way the market just kind of shrugging off the negative headlines. And like it reacts for a minute and then like, oh, that ain't no big deal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, as evidenced by the fact that we have rallied so hard, even before. I mean, like, you gotta think about it. If the ceasefire and the straight opening happens today, and we're already basically at all-time highs, I mean, pretty darn close. something doesn't add up. Because just like, where did that rally come out of?
On March 31st, NQ hit a low of 22,961. We're now at 26,766. So about, if my math is right, about 3,800 points in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14 trading days.
It's wild.
I think that's like an 18% increase. If my if my math, I didn't bring up a calculator, but because at 22,961, so 2,296 points would have been 10%. So I'm thinking it's like 15, 16, something like that.
It's huge. It's a huge return. Even for like S&P and NQ, to run 15% is a really good year, I feel like.
Yeah.
And we're not even done. And who knows where stuff's going from here.
Last year, for the entire year, NQ was up 14.83%. So far this year, because we started kind of low, we're only up 4%. But it's wild. Crude dripping down again. NQ trying to continue to grind up. How you doing today, JJR? Is this throwing you off, or are you getting some good trades in? I'll try a short on NQ.
Order filled.
Shot down quickly there for about 9.8, well, 7 points, then right back up. See what it does. It looks like it wants to bounce for some reason. I don't know why. There's nothing really to make it bounce there. Well, the 9 EMA on the 5 is at 737. Let's put our target there. Wouldn't have hit that, but struggling to get lower. Took it off. It might drop. Man, it just did. Damn it. Looked like I wanted to just kind of continue to bounce there, but there was no reason for me to take that trade off, honestly. Wow. Damn that market. Yeah, I would take that choice, JJR. Next thing to work on holding trades, because damn, I went from 751 down to 714.
On NQ,
Yeah.
I have it going down to 26,698 on MNQ. So I feel like there's another one of those weird discrepancies.
Take a gander. Where is it? Wait, where do I NQ? There it is. Oh. Hey, when I do that. Nope. Oh yeah, look at that. Yep. Weird. Why is this happening so much in the last few days?
I don't get it. It's one of those weird things because I don't feel like a lot of market makers are trading a ton of micros. I know they use micros to hedge and stuff. But it's weird.
Yeah, I mean, I
Just
expect
weird.
micros to be a little bit looser just because, people put on more contracts, but
Right.
not that loose. Trump says Iran is removing all sea mines with help from the United States. And see, I was kind of right with how I was thinking of getting out there because it did just shoot down to shoot right back up. But now it's shooting down again. Hezbollah paramilitary bloc says the Lebanese government has taken this country into an extremely dangerous phase by accepting direct talks with Israel. Dow flying. Dow may want 50,000 today. It's also interesting. Our ATR is a little bit higher today, but it's still not outlandish. It's at 18 on the 1 minute chart. It's not extreme.
I mean, really, it looks like what, two, maybe three big green candles pre-market, and then the rest has been a lot smaller.
Yeah.
So quick moves more than lots.
The other question is, will we see crude dip below 80 today?
Yeah, I want it to close at like 71.23. And that's just, I made that up out of nowhere.
I was going to say, that's very precise. Let's see.
But let me tell you, if it closes at that today, I wish I'm going to go play the lottery.
I was going to say, go buy a lottery ticket. The last time we were below 70 was March 10th. We dipped
Mario Day.
We
Sorry.
dipped below. We dipped down to 76, 73. Mario Day.
Yeah, Mar 10 looks like Mario.
Oh, oh, okay. Shorty, you got the alcohol and the girls, Ace? Oh, sorry. Yeah, Ace. Have a good weekend, my friend. You're fine, JJ. I knew exactly what happened. You meant to capitalize ATR, and then you accidentally hit the caps button at the wrong time and didn't capitalize ATR and capitalized the rest of the sentence. Sounds like a terrible weekend there. Oh, you've got the girl of your dream. I thought you said, okay, yeah. That's an excellent weekend there, Ace. You know I was kidding. I haven't had alcohol since 2008. Q seems a bit rangy here, but in a figure range. Crude popping up again. With all these conflicting messages, Trump tweeting, Hezbollah saying, putting out messages, everybody putting out messages, this would be a great time for one of those major, like Cloudflare or Amazon web services outages where everybody just can't communicate with each other via the internet.
That'd be wild. And I wouldn't be surprised either.
And there's an NQ pop.
Was that on the Make Lebanon Great Again news?
I saw that. I decided not to read that one.
It's just weird under his standards. When was Lebanon great before to make them great again? Kind of thing. Like, I understand with the US kind of what his goal is with
Yeah.
making us great again. But with other countries, I'm like, what do you mean? Like, I don't know. When did you think they were great? Kind of thing. But that is a heck of a tagline or slogan or whatever that has really worked for him. Because I mean, like, the last huge one was probably, or the last one that I remember was Obama's Yes We Can. And then, like, before that, I barely remember any. So he is a businessman first, after all. So got that marketing down.
Wow. Big pop. And there's 800 almost. Now, I don't know what this is from, but I bet you now we make that run toward the all-time high on NQ.
I could see that. I could see that for sure.
Yes, new all-time high 71.63. What's amazing, JJR, is usually I'm only a 2-finger per hand typer. I don't use the whole home row thing or anything like that. I have a friend, Tiffany, who could type like 134 words a minute. And if you get her mad, I think it goes to about 4,000 words a minute, and you swear she's going to need a new keyboard before it's all over. Yeah, did not reach 800s. Pulled back here now some. There was no real headline that I noticed on that pop.
Oh, I didn't see. I was trying to look too. I didn't see anything.
All right, let's try it again. Yeah, what are you doing, guys? Very green, somewhere in between. Not sure there's many people here at this point. It seems they're taking Friday off early. Oil just dipped under 80. It popped back up, but got down to 79.96.
Crazy.
And then Q got back above 800. Whoa, big pop. 827. New high day. Interesting. Gold's not really responding either way. I mean, it's hanging right on 4,900, which hasn't really made any, at least not for a while, any big up or down moves.
Yeah, I was looking at that too. Made the pre-market big moves and then quit. Although it's kind of like if I zoom out on my charts, it's like halfway between NQ and ES, because ES obviously has more upward pressure, but the moves come at the same time.
Oh, here we go. Trump says Iran has agreed to never close the Strait of Hormuz again. And there's look at oil dropping now. I'm surprised I did not get more of a pop on NQ there. Okay, so not picking sides here, but Iran has been basically an enemy of the United States for almost 50 years. And now we just think that they're going to actually, we should believe everything they say. I mean, I'm not on either side here. I'm just thinking that if I wouldn't be putting that out there, because if they go back on that, that's going to make Trump look bad, you know?
I agree. I agree totally, because it's like, why do we even trust them to make a deal and keep it, kind of thing? Like, trusting them is even sketchy in this situation, historically.
Yeah. We're up to 838, so we're within 30 points of all-time highs on NQ. Crude down to 79.27. From NT, I mean, I don't have a brokerage account. I don't know. Oh yeah, Ace, if you're still here. Wait, Melody, do you have NinjaTrader brokerage or not?
I do. I've never withdrawn from it.
Oh. We'll see if Ace is still listening at all. Paging Ace trades, paging Ace trades. It's got to get the all-time highs, right?
Has to. It might grind there, but it has to.
Sure tempted me with a purple candle on the one, though. USC, you might want to post on the Discord. You might get more reaction there. So like I said, we're down to 8 people here, and 2 of them are me or Melody. Hey, David, how you doing? Trump says Iran agreed to everything.
Okay.
All-time high, 864. Literally one decently positive tweet away. Now we are now 18 points from it. Now the question is, do we hit or touch all-time highs, and then does it start to crash down? Is it that when people start their profit taking?
I mean, I could see it, honestly, just with the number of good, quote unquote, headlines that we have had in the last 2 hours, kind of thing. To only pump it to this point, I feel like, I mean, it would just take one sort of bad tweet to send it crashing. Although crashing into the weekend isn't what we always like to do, so it could be that too, but
Also,
everything feels very fragile.
we have no idea what options expiration is going to do either, since that's today as well.
Oh. Yeah, I don't track that very well. I should.
If people didn't mention it on the Discord, I wouldn't have known it either. The third Friday of every month.
That makes sense.
10 points away. You aren't going to tell me there isn't some big banker institution that wants to come in here and hit that, not hit all the, send enough contracts to hit that all-time high. This is giving me a purple candle here. I probably should short it just so it does, the market knows I shorted, so it'll go long just to hit that all-time high. Well, that's actually a decent pullback. That's a 20-point pullback.
Order filled.
short, so this should be the highs incoming now. Wow, I didn't think I was actually serious, but yeah, looks like that's going to happen. Tried to get back up there, got up to 51. The high was 55. Let's pull back to 46.
I feel like with it slowing down like this, it could just pop really, really fast. And I could see it doing that to just try to blow all of the stops of people trying to short the highs.
Yeah, kind of. That would not be a surprise as well. But we did just get a negative headline. U.S. intel official: Iran holds thousands of missiles and one-way attack drones. All right, Mr. G, welcome back. Crude with a solid blue candle in the 5.
Order filled.
And Q trade this one green. I'm in crude as well. We're going to put our target right on 80. I'm going to do 79.99 since that's where I could get it. Ooh, NQ trade paying. Oh, come on, come on.
Order filled.
Target 8:30 to 8:15, so 15-point trade. Big purple candle there. Crude trade paying as well.
Order
Took the
filled.
crude trade for 25 ticks. So there he's, yep. But then, that's right, so a different account. But yeah, 79.50 to 79.75 on the crude. I think I like where I got out there. Look at that bounce on NQ. I mean, I did go down to 802, but bounced now right back up to 833. And I'm glad I got out of crude as well. Wow.
Yeah.
That was being jumpy there was actually good. So now, will this be the pullback that rubber bands us up to the all-time high? OSINT defender, and I have no idea what OSINT is, says the Iran deal will let Iran run nuclear research reactors for medical isotopes if all facilities are above ground and underground sites remain shuttered. Yep, we're about 30 minutes from London close. Speaking of London, I'll be doing a London stream in 2 weeks. May 1st. I will be doing a London stream. Dow coming down and Q coming back down. Purple candle here on the one. Market doesn't like something. If I enter here, I'm going to want 805. It's a couple points above the 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart.
Order filled.
Short. What did I say? 80, 810. 810, not be greedy. Show you that. Do that. Really? Got within 5 ticks of my target and came all the way back up.
Shorter.
And it looks kind of bouncy. Yep, this one's going to stop me out.
Stop there.
Yep, there it goes. That's why you gotta be careful. I still think it won an all-time high, so it just didn't get down low. I mean, it got within so close to my target. And I had an itchy finger. I wanted to take it off. Not the finger, the trade. Oh, well, here's a interesting. Iran may close the Strait of Hormuz again if the U.S. naval blockade is not lifted. The report says Tehran views the continuation of the U.S. blockade as a violation of the ceasefire. Come on, NQ.
Oh,
Just do it. What, Switzer? You okay?
yeah, did some.
Oh. Right back down. Crude's still
Just got a
heading
little
up.
whippy.
Yeah. Have you taken any other trades besides that ES trade from earlier?
No, not yet. I'm actually looking at another ES long. But that last little jumpy jump scared me a bit.
Ah, glad you got that figured out, USC. Get those monies. Money, 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 money. Sounds like you passed go there, USC. Crude's well on its way back above 80 now. Blue candle. Come on, Sean, give us one more good headline. Something like Iran has sold us the Strait of Hormuz for $2.50 in a case of Make America Great Again hats.
There you go.
Really? We're 9 points away now. It hit 855.25. Have a good weekend, USC. Oh, hey, did you get the tree down? Now, what's funny to think about is there's probably a bunch of people, or at least a few people, that have short orders sitting right at the high or right above the high that are also sitting here like, come on, just get there.
Yeah, I bet.
All the indices is kind of leveled out. YM got all the way up to 49,807. I feel like it's had a huge range today too. What's its range? Wow, YM is up 1,000 points today.
Jeez. Where's Greg? I hope he's up 1,000 too.
Teo's still missing. Not even active on Discord. Oh, there's a nice purple candle on the 3. Shoot for 818 if I enter 30 seconds on it. Obviously, you can see by the 1, it's already come down a buttload. Down to 827.
Order filled.
And another bounce off the purple. I mean, I feel like I probably shouldn't be shorting because I still feel like it wants that high. And every little pullback might just be the rubber band to get it there. we were gonna play this game of I'm not touching you with this with my target. It got within 5 ticks again. Second time that this happened. Come on, there we go. I knew you could do it. There we go. 26 half to 18 even, so only about a 7.5 point trade, but still.
Green is green.
All right, guys, for anyone tuning in, I do apologize for not trading the funded accounts. You're not seeing totals go up on this thing. I just felt like today might be the day to. I'm kind of mentally testing a couple of new things, and I just felt like also with everything, all the headlines flying, it might not be a good day to trade the funded. So we'll be back to our regular scheduled funded trading on Monday, unless World War III breaks out over the weekend or something.
Why is it that that's like a constant thing that we could go into every weekend with? Like, well, unless World War III breaks out. And I feel like we've been doing that for months, too. It's crazy.
Connection lost.
Crude's trying to get back to 81. See, I almost feel I still feel like it won at that all-time high, but I almost feel like we could grind down now the rest of the day.
It's possible. Just a bunch of profit taking the rest of the day. I mean, this was significant movement in one day. So if you did get in early, like if you were in early on the London session and you're like, I'm going to go long, well, you made a ton of money.
Congratulations on the payout, JJR. Have yourself a great weekend. We will see you on Monday. And as I say, it can grind down. Then we got a nice big pop here. Israel's army's top commander says Iran remains weak and can be struck again if it refuses to negotiate. Okay. Nice big blue candle here on the 3-minute chart. I feel like this is the last effort it's going to give it. Like, if it fails to get the all-time high here, then it's not going to get it. But I feel like it's, this is the 3rd or 4th try now?
It just doesn't have a lot of oomph.
It's a perfect bounce off the 9 on the 5, which I always say is very important. And we are getting very near London close. There are all these factors coming together. Blue, 3-minute candle closed blue. Five-minute candle still trying. Dow pushing downward. I don't think it's going to do it. Ooh. Oh, a quick whip there. Wow. All righty then. We're closer to breaking 800 now. And oil did retouch 81.
Right back up.
Seems confused what it wants to do here. It did drop down to just about 800. Or actually, no, not 810. Crude's kind of flying now. Wow. All right, there's another bounce.
I mean, it was sitting there right at the bottom of that range, and I was thinking, I bet it goes back up to the top of the range. But I'm too scared right now because I feel like it does need to at some point pop up or pop down out of this range. But every time it hits a range endpoint, I'm just like, ugh, when is it going to be the one?
Making another charge. The 1 minute chart here. Just kind of doing that serpentine thing now. Up, down, up, down, up. Very interesting. It's making slightly lower highs each time, at least so far. High there was 855. The high there was 848, and now the high on this candle was 845. How you feeling, Jay? It's going all right.
Is it London bears keeping us down? And then we shoot up after the close? Because didn't we drop? I feel like it was London close yesterday, and then we just started tanking.
Yeah. Yeah, we made the comment after we were off that London was holding us back.
Yeah.
Trying. Ran into 845 again, couldn't get through. Crude's all the way back up to 81.35. Oh. Yeah, they were hit 848. $8.50. Denied again.
It's like the longest forming flag ever.
Okay, London's officially closed. So let's hold for 2 minutes just to see whether we get any type of major pop here. It's trying. Oh, gets knocked back down again. Tries again.
There we go. Broke up a bit.
859, 863. There it is. 864. New all-time high. 865.50. So it was the damn Londoners that were keeping us down.
Must have been. They were just trying to tell us, like, what are you guys doing? Everything is still messed up.
So, all right. So we witnessed the all-time high. And now the question is, will we drop all day or will we continue to rise up? There's a 127,000. I guess we shall see. We'll talk about it on Monday.
That'd be so wild. Yeah. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Have a great weekend, guys, and we'll see you at 8 a.m. Eastern Time Monday morning. Bye.